and other like statements and stuff that I've made about the song, you can tell that I wrote this from a place that wasn't as positive and uplifting as I normally would like to be, because it was written during the quarantine, and it's about like the division that I was seeing, especially like, man, when the quarantine stuff happened and everybody was already stressed and dealing with all this stuff. I will never forget how like crazy politically and like divided people were. I was like, oh my God, like in the face of this like terrible thing that's happening, we're just being assholes to each other when we could easily find a way to like come together and like find strength in each. I don't know. So Armageddon is a little bit kind of like that. That's why, you know, you'll see it in some of the themes, and there's a big focus on like the duality of, you know, life and death, and you know, and you'll see it in the lyric video too. I wanted to show how things could be and how wonderful things are, and like, you know, but also the other side when things, you know, can go really bad, you know.
Let's play this song, and I want to give a shout out real quick to Tiffany. Sharon's on. Sam McIntosh is on. I know some other people. Marissa, she was. I don't know if she is anymore. Band Cheeseburgers. Really cool. All right, let's play this song, Armageddon, but I'm going to call it This Is Armageddon. Let's go.
You said by the fire, you told me that we didn't need a hero. I always said that I would keep on fighting. I didn't know that it would be alone. I wish you were here, 'cause everything changed when you went away. If this is Armageddon, if this is the end, what have we done? If this is Armageddon, I don't wanna face the end alone. I know what you want, but we gotta be better. I know what you want, but we gotta be better. I remember everything that you taught me, every lesson like a sharp blade. I really hope that I can keep from falling, even when I'm hanging by a thread. Still, I wish you were here, 'cause everything changed when you went away. If this is Armageddon, if this is the end, what have we done? If this is Armageddon, I don't wanna face the end alone. I know what you want, but we gotta be better. I know what you want, but we gotta be better. And when the sky drops, I'll be watching from the rooftop, destroy and recreate. If this is Armageddon, if this is the end, what have we done? If this is Armageddon, I don't wanna face the end alone. I know what you want, but we gotta be better. I know what you want, but we gotta be better. If this is Armageddon,
Hell yeah, dude.
I was
Quite
so
a
happy
range.
with how that came out.
It's quite a range you got there. That note at the end of
Thanks.
humans.
Yeah.
I don't even think I can go that high. That's awesome.
I don't do a lot of falsetto-y stuff, but I'm a big Muse fan, right? So like any chance I get a chance to like throw those little theatrical, because like I said, I was like a theater nerd when I was in school and stuff. So I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I haven't seen that in a while. It's nice to like see it going again. That's cool.
You got a lot of good comments too.
Yeah, I was really appreciative. I don't know if they could still see me, but I was like, thank you. Like, cool. Like, I'm glad people were digging it.
Yeah,
You never
Don
know.
joined
You never
and
know.
Raquel message. Yeah, I think these people were watching and didn't say nothing. Then the music video came on. I was like, I want to say something now. So
Hey.
I do want to mention, you are a Final Fantasy fan.
Oh, yes.
So
very much.
Ava, are you a video game fan?
I have an Assassin's Creed tattoo.
Hey, Assassin's Creed's awesome too.
Yeah, I don't play Final Fantasy though, unfortunately.
So all those
Final Fantasy was a big part of when I was like younger and stuff. That was definitely like one of my faves.
Yeah, tell us what you got behind you there.
Okay, so I like have it kind of set up, and my camera is reversing me, so it's a little weird. So this is Sid Highwind Spear from Final Fantasy VII. Up here is the Gunblade, which is like the iconic weapon from Final Fantasy VIII. Underneath it is a katana, which actually isn't a Final Fantasy weapon, but I just have an actual katana just in case of zombie apocalypse. But then my crown jewel that I built myself when I went to a convention is my 6 foot tall Buster Sword that I have from Final Fantasy VII, and I freaking love it.
That's awesome.
But at the convention I went to, when I carried this thing around, it weighs probably about 17 pounds maybe, because we did it with oak. But the character that had this weapon that I was like cosplaying as was he wears a lot of like leather and sweaters, right? So I'm in like the heat of August, like 100-degree weather in Baltimore, walking around this convention, dragging this giant oak sword, like sweating all of that. I'll never forget.
That's, dude, were you gonna say something, Ava?
I guess I was gonna say that like I do have an Assassin's Creed tattoo, but my favorite game is Mass Effect.
Oh, dude, the trilogy is getting remade soon. They're doing like the remastering. Oh, I love it. I wasn't super stoked on Andromeda, but I will always love the original trilogy, man. Tali Zara, that was my favorite. She's my girl, dude.
All I do is play PUBG. Like that's the only thing I play.
PUBG's pretty fun.
I play PUBG Mobile with this person right there.
Nice.
That's what I play PUBG Mobile with. Dude, I want to talk about your upcoming tour because you haven't been able to do tours, obviously because of COVID, and it looks like July is that when it's starting? You're hitting up some different states?
Not necessarily. So our first show back is in July, and it's in Jersey. It's like an outdoor festival thing. We're pretty stoked on it. The tour itself, though, we got 2 of them that are kind of coming together. It'll be so the tour that we're doing as a headliner tour, which will be the Armageddon tour, starts on the 13th of August, and then that goes to the 8th to the 19th. We're hitting a lot of like Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, South Carolina, Georgia, Ohio area.
Yeah.
And then a lot of the other tour we're doing is with our buddies in Raw, which I don't know if you've heard of those guys or not. But yeah, Raw is awesome. They just did that cool DMX cover, and we were both just featured on the Octane's not Accelerator, but the test drive. And there's another band that's on this called Red Star that's going to be out with us, and that's going to pick up right after our Armageddon tour, where we'll be on as support for Raw, and we'll be taking that one into like the Midwest, Wisconsin, Indiana, Illinois, Iowa, and like Ohio, kind of that Midwest area. Something about the Midwest, man, they just love rock and roll over there. Like you go to like Wisconsin, or you go to like the Rock USA Festival, everybody is just like rock and roll. They like love it over there.
So it's an August Jersey, August 13th kickoff. Hey, do you feel like the band is really, because you haven't been able to play shows for the last year and a half, whatever, do you feel like you're really getting ready to vamp things up? Like you guys can't wait to get out there, go see the audience, just go fucking get loose with it, man?
I think it's a mixture of definitely that. I know we've all become very stir crazy, and when we lost the live aspect of it, first of all, rock and roll in this day and age, like selling records isn't like as lucrative as it was back in 90s, early 2000s kind of thing. So these days it is a lot more about touring, and especially for us, because touring was like the best part of the job. You know what I mean? Like it's my absolute favorite aspect. I love being out and about. I love seeing new places. I love meeting new people. And so I know that we're all really, really excited to get back out there, and a little nervous though. It's been a while since we're like we've been rehearsing, shaking the rust off, we're like getting ready for it. But yeah, we're definitely like stoked to get going, and we've been working on a lot of new ideas and concepts, and really trying to like flesh out like what we want the next chapter of our band to like be, and I am excited to get to the point where we like start getting the lights set up how we want, and we get our outfits, and we start doing the photo shoots again, and we can like kind of reintroduce ourselves to this like new like music scene that I think is going to start opening up here soon, because like I said, I know everybody who was doing anything last year or the year before, we all went to the studio, dude. Every band you know and love, I bet you we all we could do was write. That's all we did. So I'm just excited to like see what everyone's been up to, because like I said, it was a psychological like shock for a lot of people. I know for extroverts and introverts alike, because even if you're an introverted person, all of a sudden you're like stuck with the people that you live with all the time or something like that, you know what I mean? Or for me, who was like really about like the energy of the people and stuff, like losing that, it was really hard to like stay positive. It was really hard to stay optimistic. I was like, oh my God, like I'm just home now. It's all just, it was like, and you couldn't even really work, right? You couldn't even like get my mind on work. All I could do was write. And it was just like, I'm a tough critic when I write too, man. I'm hard on myself. Like, oh God, I'm so hard on myself. Like I have to have like, if I'm writing with my band members, like they have to convince me that something is like worth keeping, or I will like 93% of what I write, I will just delete like right after I do. I'm like, no, I hate it. And they're like, no, bro, that was sick. Yes, right. All right, good. I'm not the only one.
My problem is I keep everything I write when I probably should delete.
That's probably true. Yeah.
so yeah,
the other side of the coin.
Yeah, I'll keep it. Screw it, right? All right, Ava, do you have any last questions for him? We're about to wrap the show up. Anything? Any final thoughts?
If you could pick an anthem to your life, what would it be?
Oh, wow. That's a bigger one. All right, let me think for a second. I don't want to take up too much time because I know we got to bring this down. An anthem to my life. Shoot. I really like. See, man, I like a lot of different bands and stuff like that. That's a tough one for me. I really love. Oh man, you really putting me on.
Putting you on blast. Is that what they say? Is that what the kids say?
Yeah, that is. I'm trying. I know. So my favorite band's AFI. Okay, that's like one of my favorite bands. It really got me through a lot of tough times. I know that if I could have like an introduction to myself as like a character, I would love to just be the introduction to the Sing the Sorrow record that they did, the Misery Cantare. It just is the most epic sounding thing ever, and I always loved it. But
that works.
Yeah, no, I really like that one.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of I can't think of super like a super iconic, just all right, so it's a little bit, this is the emo side of me a little bit. I can't remember if it was, I'm pretty sure it's Taste of Ink by The Used, where he talks about how I'm about to be a million miles away, and I'll stand on the city, and and it won't even, you weren't there for me when I needed you, so I'm gonna keep doing this. That's, I think, kind of nobody of my like peers growing up ever supported anything I did. I was very heavily bullied. I was very heavily made fun of. I was a nerd. I was a weirdo. I was always the weird kid that was like drawing or coloring and like humming and stuff. Just not the cool kid ever.
Not weird.
So I would say, like, because I think I really like had my kind of musical awakening during that era, and that song was one of those first songs that I heard that was like a screamo song that was like, I'm just gonna like go be a rock star, and all of you guys can just like suck it, you know what I mean? That was probably be a good one. I for now I would say that's a good one. I'll let you know the next time we speak if it changes from then on. But
at least you had a good answer. I would have said like Jack Black.
I do like Jack Black.
But I can't think of things like that. All right, man, we're gonna wrap this up. I do want to ask you, though, dude, thank you so much. First, thank you for being on the show. That song is badass, dude. I fucking love it.
Thank you.
I'm a
Thank
fan.
you for having me.
You got some more fans for being on the show, and hopefully that grows as we put it on all our different platforms. Is there anything that you want to say that we did not cover about your band that you would like to put out there?